As dawn breaks, a peculiar yet invigorating scene unfolds in the heart of Silicon Valley. An annual ritual of ingenuity and camaraderie known as the hackathon beckons the brightest minds from across the land. In a quiet anticipation, the venue throbs with the heartbeats of hundreds. As the clock ticks, the silence erupts into a cacophony of keystrokes. The hackathon has commenced. These modern-day wizards, armed with laptops and insatiable curiosity, dive into the abyss of the unknown, embarking on a relentless quest for innovation.
Yep, the hackathon. See, at CommandBar, we pulled this card out of our sleeve a long time ago, and we've been using hackathons as a catalyst for growth for quite some time. And so what I want to do today is walk you through the 4 rules that we have for a successful hackathon sales cycle. But first, you might be wondering, why are you here? Why are you watching this video? Well, my name's Paul Thompson. I'm in the growth team here at CommandBar. We wrote a blog post on hackathon marketing. It's pretty juicy. Now, to save you a little bit of time, I have made a quick video to run you through the highlights. For sure, you can go read that later. Don't let me stop you. But if you want the juicy bits delivered to your eyes and ears, then this video is for you. So if you've gotten this far in the video and you still don't actually know what a hackathon is, hats off to you. I commend you for your commitment. Just to give you a recap, for those of you playing at home who need a little bit of a refresher, hackathons are a multi-day event typically where teams come together and they solve either a software or a hardware problem based on a certain objective. It's all about collaboration in a time constraint, working on a particular problem, and there's usually a winner at the end. So the next question is naturally, well, how did CommandBar get tied up with hackathons? I like where your head is at. See, in the blog post, we cover the origin story of CommandBar and hackathons. I'll give you the real quick recap now. We came out of Y Combinator and we were very early, about a month or 2 old, and a YC alum was in a unicorn company and wanted to use CommandBar for their hackathon. They reached out to us, we got very, very excited, and we threw everything we had at them, thinking that we would turn them into a customer after the hackathon. Now, while we didn't eventually turn them into customers, they did win the hackathon, and from that spurred this new little go-to-market growth playbook that we have coined the hackathon sales cycle playbook. And there are 4 main rules, and that's the point of what we're talking about today. And if you can take these rules and implement them and get your app used in a hackathon, then I think you're going to be in a pretty good position to leverage that. Well, you might be thinking, that's all well and good, Paul, but we're just a tiny itty-bitty little app, and no one's really going to use us in their hackathon. Well, we thought the same thing, which is why we've developed this little... cue the spy music, this little sneaky tactic that you can take as well. See, what we did was reached out to engineers, not actually our target customer per se, but the people who were going to be competing at these hackathons. And we sent them a little email saying that, hey, if you want to use CommandBar, we're here to support you. And we can give you basically a winning golden ticket app in a box. Reach out to us and have a chat. From there, we had a ton of inbound replies coming, which set us up for rule number 1. Create a Slack channel to increase communication bandwidth. A good hackathon only works if you have these 2 things in play. Number 1, you must have a channel where the team can reach you to solve bugs and get through problems really, really quickly and efficiently. And number 2, you have to be able to guide the team's implementation to focus on the things that give value and matter rather than the big shiny things. More on that a little bit later. We actually treat this as a fair dinkum rule. We do not allow people to use CommandBar in hackathons if they do not have a channel set up with us. Which kind of sets us up for the next rule, which is rule number 2, shape the buying journey before the madness even begins. You see, before the hackathon, you have a ton of leverage, right? They really, really need you. After the hackathon, when all the dust settles, you're almost an afterthought. So what we do is we like to make it a condition that when you use CommandBar in your hackathon, that we want a meeting with an executive set up after, like maybe a week after the hackathon has finished. Now you might think that, oh geez, that sounds pretty pushy. I wouldn't be caught dead doing that, but we've not had any pushback yet. And it's a wonderful opportunity for us to kind of continue the conversation and kind of shape that buying journey even more. Rule number 3 is push the most valuable use cases, even if the team doesn't actually like it too much. Now, I alluded to this a little bit earlier, but everyone wants to focus on the shiny bells and whistles. Well, that might not always be the best option for you as the company or even for the hackathon. Let me explain. A super fast command palette with shortcuts for power users makes for an awesome demo. But often the flashiest features aren't the ones that someone will eventually pay for. So during hackathons, we steer teams to build features that deliver value to users rather than the ones that just look the shiniest or the best. These could include connecting their help center to CommandBar, writing up commands for hard to find settings, or even creating nudges and checklists. And rule number 4, craft the presentation on value, not just the wow factor. The hackathon presentation isn't just an opportunity to show off what was built. It's also the chance to make your case to the entire company about why you should be used after the hackathon and how to create value for the whole company, not just the team implementing the project. So we always offer to help with presentation templates for our teams that can help them showcase how CommandBar can move metrics that actually matter for their company. Things like user conversion, user retention, and ticket deflection, for example. Now, hackathons come in all different shapes and sizes, and you've got to weigh up whether your app or tool or company is a good fit for a hackathon. And if it is, then do yourself a favor. Head over to our blog post at commandbar.com/blog, type in hackathon, and have a read through the post. There is a bunch of examples in there, a lot of little snippets of our Slack channels, some screenshots of conversations that we've had. We talk you through a lot of these rules in much greater detail. If you found this video or the blog post and the examples helpful, don't be shy. Reach out to us on socials and let us know how you went being implemented or featured in a hackathon. I'd really love to hear some of these success stories. All right, team. Till next time. Bye.